So the class is being recorded. Thank you, Mr. Yaya.
Thank you, sir.
So now, what we have is this. When we are portioning this particular amount, they said a particular amount, 20,000 naira, was incurred on this particular expenses. That is based on floor area. And there is being shared among 3 departments on the ratio 2:1:2. So when you add the 2:1:2, it gives 5, isn't it? So when it gives 5, X is 2/5, Y is 1/5, and Z is 2/5. So the rent and rates, which is 20,000 naira, to be shared among the 3 will now be. Mr. Aya, can you help us? I don't know how we can unmute everybody. So now, this is what we're talking about. To establish the amount, actual amount, to establish the actual amount that is being incurred by department X. So it's going to be 2/5 times the total amount, which is 20,000 naira, and that gives us 80,000 naira. So they are now giving us here the formats for preparing the departmental account. But the format that is given here is a T account. So I don't know, maybe after this class, we can devise a means of converting it to statements, what we are having, to see the workability. So here we have departments A and B and the total. So if you check it very well, you see opening stock. So we have opening stock for A, opening stock for B, and the total for the total opening stock. We also have purchases, interdepartmental transfer. So if you look at this part very well, if you see that interdepartment transfer, this is where those transfers normally takes place. If it is the type of department that usually transfer, which is dependent department that we explained earlier. So this is where you're going to do the adjustment under these departmental accounts. When you add your purchases, if the organization, the company, the amount it has transferred to the other departments, you're going to deduct it from here. That's why you see it in brackets. So before you now establish your, what do you call it? Cost of goods available for sales. Then before you now deduct your closing stock and then gross profits, and then you now do other things. So now we have a question here. Example 2. So we are going through example 2 now. The question says you are required to prepare the departmental statement of profit and loss accounts and other comprehensive income for the year ended at 1st December 2012 from the following balances of Top Success Nigeria Limited. So you can see that we are preparing this now in respect of a particular company. They call it Top Success. And then it has 2 departments, Department M and Department N. So we'll be looking at this question. I think we have the material on our place there, right? Hello?
Yeah.
So I want to close this part so that we can jump into the, okay, let me read everything. So sales, Department M, I have 60,000, Department N, I have 40,000 naira. So if you get the total now will now be 100, isn't it? We have opening stock, Department M has 1,000, Department N has 800. Total will be 1,800. Then purchases, Department M have 47,200, Department N have 32,800. So if we add it, I think it will give us something around 80,000 thereabouts. Then commission is 1,400. General office salaries 2,000. Insurance 5,000. Rates is 600. Repairs 4,008. Lighting 12. Cleaning 40. Internal telephone 240. Discount received 100. Discount allowed 120. Sundry expenses 140. Stationery 300. Advertising 460. Electricity 1640. Then closing stock for department M is 12. Department N is 600. So the total floor area occupied by each department was department M is 2/5, while department N is 3/5. It means any expenses that is to be apportioned on the basis of floor area. That is to be apportioned on the basis of floor area. We're going to use this ratio 2/5 and 3/5. The following basis of apportionment should be used for the department. A, commission, advertising, discount allowed. You are going to use proportionate to sale. So that means it is sales that we have, which is 60/40 that we're going to use for the apportionment for all these items. I think there are about 3 of them: commission, advertising, discount allowed.
Please, there's noise there.
Ayodele Bumilere, please mute yourself. Ayodele Bumilere, please mute yourself.
Can you help us mute yourself? Thank you. So now,
please, is the question in our course material?
Yes, is there in the course material?
And is there in the past question? I saw it also. This is very quick.
Please, let's mute ourselves so that we can hear this clearly. So we have discount received. So it's going to be proportionate of purchases. We also have cleaning. I wish I can mute.
Please let Mr. Aya make him so that we able to.
Mr. Aya, can you help us mute these people, please?
Hello, please come, Mr. I want to make you a co-host. That will help. For crying out loud, if somebody is not ready for class, why will you really disturb the rest? That's not
All right,
fair enough.
let's proceed. Please give me 1 minute. Let's see how we can. Okay, good.
You can reach here.
Thank you. I think we can have sanity now. Thank you, Mr. Aya.
Thank you.
So we have discount received. So the discount received is going to be proportionate of purchases. And our purchases from the question is 47,200 and 32,800. If you add the two together, it's going to give us 80,000 naira. So if we want to get purchases, discount received for each of these departments, is going to be based on their purchases, the component of their purchases over the overall purchases. So we also have cleaning, electricity, internal telephone, and insurance. These 4 items will be on the basis of total floor rates. And we have been given the total floor rate immediately after that closing stock. Are we seeing it? Total floor rate occupied by each department.
Yes.
Can we see that? So it's going to be the 2/5 and 3/5 respectively. So we also have, okay, they now said all other expenses should be apportioned equally between the departments. It means any other expense apart from all these ones stated above, that they have given us the basis of apportionment. Anyone that the basis of apportionment is not given, we're going to apportion it equally. So that's the meaning of this last statement. So now, if we now go to the solution, if you go to the solution, we have Top Success Nigeria Limited. So let's start from sales. Are we seeing it?
Yes.
So the
Yes.
sales we are having here, from the question, we were told that sales of department M is 60,000, while the sales for department N is 40,000. So the total is giving us 100,000. So that one, there is nothing to calculate there. They've given us directly from the question. So let's now go to the other part of the account, which is opening stock. So we're giving opening stock for department M to be 1,000, while department N is 800. So the total will be 1,800. I think that one too is taken.
Yes.
Hello. Good. So we now have, after opening stock, I think we remember this account that we normally have trading profit and loss account. I think we remember the way this is being prepared.
It's the one, it's the P&L, it's the same thing, it's just a different format.
Yes.
But it's the
So
same
now,
profit or loss.
Yes. So this is how it is being arranged. After the opening stock, we have purchases. So our purchases from the question is 47,200 and 32,800 for department M and department N, respectively. So it gives us a total of 80,000 naira. I think that is also correct. So if we add the opening stock with purchases, so this is what is going to give us for department M. Is going to be 48,200, while department N is 33,600. So the total will now be 81,800. Then we also have less closing stock. Closing stock is 1,002 for department M, 600 for department N, and it gives 1,800 for the total. So the total, what we're now having after we deduct closing stock from this, what do you call it? The balance we have previously. Opening stock plus purchases is what I think they call it cost of goods available for sale, Abi?
Yes.
Good. So when we now less closing stock from the cost of goods available for sale, it gives us,
give you gross profits.
No, it will give cost of goods sold.
Yes, sorry, yes.
Right? Cost of goods sold.
Yes.
So when we now get this cost of goods sold now, we will now find, remember in our sales, we have 60 and 40. In department M that have 60, if you subtract 47,000 from 60, what do we have? I think it's 13, right?
Yes.
13,000. That is how we come about the gross profit. The same thing is applicable to department N. 40,000 minus 33,000 is giving us 7,000 as gross profit. So, and then the overall gross profits now give 13 plus 7,000 gives 20,000 naira. So we are done with the trading aspect of it. So we are coming to profit or loss aspect. You remember those are our franc wood those days. So the gross profit we have for department M and N, 13,000 and 7,000, which gives 20,000, is what, after closing that aspect, the segment, that's what we now have as gross profit brought forward. That is brought down, 13,000 and 7,000 plus 20,000. So we'll now look at this part. I will advise in exam situation, I will advise we leave an entire page for this particular P&L account, profit or loss account. I will advise that we should not do anything in that regards first. Just leave it. Then we'll now go to the next page and start with our workings first.
Of course.
Or we start with workings, then before we now go to this other one, depending on
Let's
the
do
one
the
you're more
workings
comfortable.
because we need the workings in getting the discount receipt.
Exactly. So because it's also very important for your account to be neat. So it makes it more interesting to examiner. So I would advise that you leave a page, you go to the page 2 and start your working. So this is the working we're going to do. You remember what we're told. This is what we're going to use for the workings. This note under from this place, the total floor area occupied. What did I press? Sorry, my hand mistakenly pressed something like the way it used to happen to Mr. Yaya sometimes. So this is what I wanted to get. Our advice we start from this, what do they call it? Commission. Can we see the commission? Hello?
Yes. Yeah, we can.
They said commission, advertisements, and discounts. Discount allowed should be proportionate to sales. So this is what we'll do. If we want to calculate commission for department M, the commission from our question, total commission is 1,400.
400.
Good. So if we want to calculate commission for department M, is going to be
60,000 over 100,000.
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. So it's going to be 60,000 over 100,000 times 1,400. Have you gotten that? So let's be doing this thing
Sorry,
together.
please come again.
All right. Because the question told us that the basis for apportionment of commission, advertising, and discount allowed, those things are 3 different expenses, isn't it? Which we are giving the cost of these expenses in the question. So we want to apportion them to the various departments based on this condition given to us. So the condition is this. They said we should use commission, advertising, discount allowed on, you see, dash proportionate to sales. Did you see that?
Yes.
So it means we are going to use proportionate to sale, to solve that aspect.
Okay.
Good. So, and our sales for department M is what? 60,000. Total sales.
Yes.
Total sales is 100,000. It will not be 60,000 over 100,000 times commission. What is commission?
1,400.
1,004. Good. So if we calculate this, it will give us
840.
It will be what?
840.
It will give us
840.
840, right?
Yes.
Department M is 840. What about department N? It will be
560.
40,000 over 100,000 times 1,004. That one will be what? 560. Is this one taken?
Yes.
So we can call this one working one. Working number one. We can number them. So let's go to the next one. They told us that we've treated commission. We've treated commission. The next one is advertising. What is advertising here? 460, right?
Yes.
We now say adverts is department N. Since they told us advertising is also proportionate to sales, isn't it? It will still be the same thing. 60,000 over 100,000 times 460. What do we get? $276. You get 276. So we'll do the same thing for department N. It will be 40,000 over 100,000 times 460. You get 184. Is that one taken?
Yes.
We can call that working number two. We're done with advertising. So the third one is discount allowed.
Discount allowed.
The discount allowed here is what?
120.
120. 120, right?
Yes.
So there is another thing here. Is when you know that your eye, you might make mistake of mixing the figure, maybe taking this one for this. You can use your ruler and biro to just rule it and maybe get those figures correctly. So we're doing working number three now. And working number three is discount allowed. So for department M, it's also proportionate to sales, isn't it? So it will be 60,000 over 100,000 times 120.
72 naira.
72 naira. So when we do that, the same thing for department N.
It's 48 naira.
It will be 40,000 over 100,000 times 120. It will be what?
48.
48 naira. We confirm those figures is correct, right? Hello.
Hi.
So we've done note one, working one to working three, and we've established the amount of expenses for commission, advertising, and discount allowed. So if I were you, on the question paper, I'll just tick commission to tell me that I've treated it. I'll also tick advertising, just small ticking, and then tick discount allowed. We'll treat discount allowed.
Cannot tick on non-question paper.
You said?
You cannot tick on non-question paper. It's exam.
What is it?
In my second, I want to tick.
You are not to tick exam paper.
Okay, that you cannot tick on the question paper.
Yes, it's examination malpractice.
Yes.
That's what they used to say. But well, me, I used to do. But I just do small. It's unnoticeable. But notwithstanding, if just do the one that you think will work for you. So we've treated commission, discount allow, and advertising. And we've also treated number A here. We're going to number B now, discount received. So we call that working number 4, discount received. So they say that one is proportionate to what? Purchases.
Purchases.
So for department M, what is the purchases for department M? 47,200, right? 47,200. What is the total purchases?
80,000.
80,000. So it will be 47,200 over 80,000 times
100.
what is the value of this discount received? 100. So if you calculate that, what do you get?
59 naira.
59 naira. So for department N, is going to be purchases of department N, which is 32,800 over 80,000 times
Hello,
100.
sir. I hope I'm not lost.
Hello, any
Hello,
challenge?
sir.
41 naira.
I think I'm just good up to discount allowed.
Okay, discount allowed. You know,
Yes,
discount
I'm okay.
allowed is part of those A parts in the question. They said
Yes.
commission, advertising, and discount allowed
Yes.
are portion on proportionate to sales. So the discount allowed, and we said our sales is 60,000 for M and 40,000 for N.
Yeah.
So if you want to calculate, and the total discount allowed is 120 from the question.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you want to calculate that, you have 60,000 over 100,000 times 120 for M, which gives 72. But for N, we are still using the sales, which is 40,000 over 100,000 times 120, which gives us 48.
Yeah.
I think that is clear.
Very. Yeah. Thank you.
So
And
before
let
we now
me
went,
let me help her also. You know why they relate discount allowed and discount received? Discount allowed is related to sales, while discount received is related to purchases. You can only receive discount when you buy items, and you can only allow discount when you make sales to customers.
Perfect. Thank you.
thank you,
You're-
Sadam, for that.
You're
So, but
welcome.
ultimately, we can equally focus on the question so that we
Yes.
follow their rules strictly. Because if they decide to change their mind and do otherwise, we also do the same thing. So for discount received, we say the purchases for M is 47,200 and the total purchases is 80,000. So to determine the discount received for department M is going to be 47,200 over 80,000 times 100, which is the total discount received. And that one gives us 59, according to Mr. Sadam, right?
Yes.
So if we now calculate for department N, the purchases for department N is 32,800 over total purchases, which is 80,000 times total discount received, which is 100. So that one
Will give us 41.
41. Good. So we've also treated discount received. So we've treated the B part of the question. That is in the B of the, what do they call it? The notes. We're going to C now. So C says cleaning, electricity, internal telephone, insurance will be apportioned on the basis of total floor rates. So these are 4 items here. Cleaning, 1, electricity, 2, internal telephone, 3, insurance, 4 are going to be apportioned on the total floor rate. So, and then what is the total floor rate? We're given in the question, they say the total floor area occupied by each department was M is 2/5, N is 3/5. So this one they've already given us directly. So we're calling that note 5. Note 5 is what? Cleaning. Let's call note 5 cleaning, Abby. For department M, what is the total floor area?
2/5 times 40.
2/5. Let's take note of something. Here, they might change this 2/5 in the question and give another basis. So all we need to do is to know that we're going to get the percentage, the fraction of that particular department from the total. Like for instance, if they say department M is occupying 2 acres and department N is occupying 3 acres. So we know that summation of 2 and 3 will give us 5 now, Shay?
Yes.
But here they've already given us, in case we were not given, so that we know how to go about it. So 2/5 for department M gives, what is the total cleaning there?
40.
40. So we'll say 2/5 times 40. It gives us what?
16.
16.
Yes.
For department
M.
Then for department N now, it will be
It's 24.
3/5 times 40.
24.
Good. 24.
Correct.
So we're going to note 6 now. Note 6 is electricity. Electricity for M will also be the same ratio because they've given us is the same to 2/5 times, what is our electricity?
1640.
1640. So now say 2/5 times 1640. What do we get?
656.
656. So department N will now be 3/5
984
times 1640. That one is what?
984.
984. So we are done with that. We are done with electricity now. We'll go to note 7. Note 7 is internal telephone. Internal telephone is also, we're also using the same basis, 2/5 and 3/5. So for department M, 2/5 times, what is internal telephone from the question?
240.
240, good. We now say 2/5 times 240. What do we get?
96.
96, good. Department N will now be 3/5 times 240.
144.
44.
144, good. So we are through with note 7 now. We're going to note 8.
Insurance.
Note 8 is insurance. Insurance. It's also on the same basis, 2535, right?
Yes.
For department M is going to be 2/5 times, what is insurance from the question?
500.
Okay, 500. So 2/5 of 500 is what?
200.
200. Department N is going to be 3/5 times 500.
300.
300. So we're done with note 8. We'll go to note 9. So you can see that we've exhausted. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
From the question now, the ones they gave us the basis, we have exhausted them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're now told that
Yes.
every other expenses in this question now, we're going to apportion them equally between the departments. It means we're going to share them into two. So we'll now look at our question. We've treated commission from those expenses, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Let's look at this part. The expenses start from this commission, isn't it?
Yes.
Are we saying that? Yes. So we'll now be looking at other one. We've treated commission, right? Anyone we've not treated is the one we'll now be bringing on board now, and we'll be apportioning them equally. So have we treated general office salaries?
No.
No.
So this will be our note 9. General office salaries. So for department M is going to be what?
1/2.
1/2 times
2,000.
2,000. What do we get?
1,000.
1,000. For department N is also going to be 1/2 times 2,000.
Which is
It's
1,000.
also 1,000. We're done with note 9. As we are doing all these notes, our marks is counting. So that's one beautiful thing with accounting. The moment we get it correctly.
Yes.
So note 10. So we've done general salaries, general office salaries. So we've also done insurance, the next one, isn't it?
Yes.
We've done insurance now. Do we do rates?
Yes, I said rates.
No.
So rate is the next one, which is note 10.
1/2 divided by 600.
1/2 times what? 600.
Times 600, yeah. That's
We get what?
300.
300. Department N.
1/300
times 600. We got 300. So we go to note 11.
Lightning.
No, repairs. Have we done repairs before?
We've done like.
Yes.
Are we done repairs?
No.
No, we've not done repairs.
No.
So repairs is our note 11. So it's better we follow them sequentially like that so that we'll not miss anyone. We'll make sure that we capture everything.
Yes.
So for department M now, it's going to be 1/2 times value of repairs, which is 480. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
480. So that will give us 240.
Yes.
For department N, 1/2 times 480. The same 240. So we'll go to note 12 now. Workings number 12. We've done repairs, right? So we've treated lightning previously. Did we treat lightning?
No.
We've not treated lightning. So the next one is lightning, note 12. So department M will be 1/2 times value of lightning, which is 1,200. Is that correct?
Yes.
600. So
600.
that will be 600. So department N is also 1/2 times 1/2 is also 600. We'll go to note 13. After lightning, we have cleaning. I think we've done cleaning.
Yes.
We've done that.
What about internal telephone?
Yes, discount.
We've done it.
Discount
Sundry
receipt,
expenses.
we've done it. Discount allowed, we've done it. So sundry
We've done it.
expenses now. We've not done sundry expenses.
Yes.
Yes.
Not.
So sundry expenses for department M is 1/2 times, what is the value there?
140. Which will
gives
give
us
you
what?
17 there.
70. The same thing with department N, 1/2 times 140 equals 70. We also have the note 14 now. After sundry expenses, we have stationery. Stationery for department M, 1/2 times what? 300.
150.
That gives us 150. Department N, 1/2 times 300 gives the same 150. So after stationery, advertising, have we done advertising?
Yes.
We've done that. What about electricity?
Yes. It's
We've
done.
done electricity. Good.
The
I think
main
we have exhausted all the expenses now. We have exhausted all the expenses. So the next thing is to go to that first page, which we have created before to prepare our profit or loss account that was required in the question. So we've done major part of the work. We'll just be picking this figure and be inserting them in that particular statement.
Please, can you zoom out?
You mean the same page?
You need your workings.
Yes.
That's all.
Okay, my workings. Okay, I will snap what I'm writing at the moment. I'll snap
Okay
it.
now.
I'll snap it and send it on WhatsApp. I think, is that okay?
Yeah, Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So now we're going to preparation of our profit or loss account. Departmental statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Abi?
Yes.
That's what we're
Now
asked
we
to
go
prepare.
to the
So,
credit and discount risk.
yes. So the secret that gives marks in accounting, we start with the what? Heading. Which organization's account are we preparing? Top Success, right? Top Success, Nigeria Limited.
Limited.
Yes. So after this, the name, what do they call it? The owner, the name of the company, the title of the account. We have departmental.
Departmental statement of profit and loss account.
Yes. Departmental statement. Statement of profits and loss account. They say it's no longer profit and loss account, have you? That you can no longer, that you cannot make profit and loss the same time. So you have to choose one. So is profit or loss account? I think this one we are treating now is an old note, Abi.
The reason why they said profit or loss is either you get profit or you get loss.
Before they embrace IFRS. I think that's when they prepare all this was profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Other comprehensive income. Okay, they put account for the year ended 31st December 2012. Good. So in this particular account, so if we're to use this T account, we will share it to two parts.
Okay, but if we're not using the T format, how do we do it?
Yes, if we're not using this T format, this is how it will be. I think we are seeing this page, this what I shared now.
Yes.
We are seeing what I shared.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this one, the sales aspect is on the right-hand side, isn't it? while the
Yes.
purchases and other expenses are on the left-hand side. But in the statement format, which the facilitator was recommending the other day when we had the last lecture with him, is that you are not going to have two sides. You have only one side with, yes, only one side. And then on that one side, it will start with your sales.
Sales, yeah.
When you have your sales, so the sales will be on the left-hand side there, then other figures will be at the front.
Abdulaziz,
Yes.
you know my suggestion.
Yes, what's the suggestion?
At this dying minute, if you say you are going to master that straight line method of profit and loss, I think the time is almost over. But you said the facilitator was insisting on doing it.
No, he was recommending that is the preferred
You
distance.
know that, yes, you know that this one is the old accounting format. The one that you are talking about, the facilitator, is the modern entry.
Yes.
So which one are we to do? Is it the T format or this one? Anyone?
Okay, I just feel like we can
Let's
use
go with the
anyone that
cost
is
material,
convenient.
except
No, you
otherwise
see, one thing with
instructed.
accounting, you have to take one format and just master it because it's a step. Once you keep changing, the format are not the same.
Just let's take what is on the cost material, but except
Exactly,
it's
it's the
instructed
T form, and I
otherwise.
think the T form is the easiest for in
So
account.
Let's go with the tick format,
except
please.
otherwise instructed. Let's mark the
I
word.
think somebody asked this
If it's
question
given,
during the last session. The person said, what if you use the T format? I think it's one woman like that. Say, what if you use the T format?
It's still correct.
Will it not be correct? The man say, yeah, it will still be correct, but you might not get but I think it's just his opinion anyway.
Yes, of course, you
He said
still
you might not
arrive
get,
at the same answer.
he
It's
said you
just that
arrive
it's
at,
an archaic way of presenting an accounting profit and loss statement.
so let's go with the T format, right?
I think
The
so.
one in
Better.
the one in the course material.
Exactly.
So in the T format here, it is advisable to divide each part. You create 3 columns for each part where you'll be having your figures. Supposing we have 3 departments in our question, how many columns are we going to create now?
4.
4. So that one or the last column will be going for the totals.
Yes.
Good. Let's not forget our Naira sign in all the columns. Very important, so that you'll know the currency in which you are using. So let's start with the sales. I think that one is straightforward. The sales we have for department M is what? 60,000. The department N is what? 40,000. Total will now give us 100,000. I think we are done with that. Let's come to the other side of the account. If you come to the other side of the account, the other side starts with opening stock. Opening stock. This question now, supposing there is no opening stock in our question, what do we do? Hello?
Hi.
Supposing there is no opening stock in our question, how do we determine it? What do we do?
They should probably have goods available or something.
If we're not given, for this information they have given us so far, if we're not given opening stock, we don't need to do anything about it. We just jump and pass, go to the next item.
Okay.
Purchases. So we have opening stock. Opening stock for department M is 1,000. For department N is 800. Total 1,800. Let's add purchases. Our purchases is 47,200 for department M. For 32,800 for department N, and 80,000 for the total. We're done with that. We'll now sum them together, department by department. For department M, 1,000 plus 47,200, it gives what? 48,200. For department N, 32,800 plus 800, it gives 33,600, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and the total is 81,800. So we say this one is what? Cost of goods available for sale. We must not write it, but that is what it stands for. We less our closing stock. Closing stock for department M is 1,200. Is that correct?
Yes.
From the question.
It is.
Then for department N is 600. If you add them, what do you get?
Are we adding or
1,800.
subtracting?
No, you're adding the two departments.
Okay, for the total. Okay.
Yes, for the total. You got 1,800. So this closing stock now is to be deducted from the cost of goods available for sale. So if we deduct all this amount, 1,002 from 48,200, what do we get? 47,000 for department M. If we deduct 600 from 33,600, we got 33,000. Then if you deduct 1,800 from 81,800, you'll be left with 80,000 naira. So we say this amount represents cost of goods sold. So at this point, you don't, when you've already determined your cost of goods sold, you will now go back to your sales side. You will not close this. You can leave a space after this amount, this 47, 33, and 80. You can leave a space. Then you draw your line to total it, to sum it. And ideally, you're supposed to have the same side. The left-hand side must be the same with right. On the left-hand side, which is sales, we have 60, 40, and 100. And this amount, if you look at them closely, you will discover that they are higher than all this amount on the left-hand side. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, you need to be careful at this point. It is possible that, this shows that in this particular question, both department M and department N are making profits. It is very possible that one of the departments might be making loss at this point. So you need to be careful at this point. So, but this point now, we just bring 60 down on the right-hand side, 40,000 down, and 100,000 down. Then we'll go to the left-hand side, 60,000 down, 40,000 down, and 100,000 down. Because we are doing this because the organization is making profit all through. But see, the sales for department N is 40, and the cost of goods sold is 33. Are we there?
Yes.
It means there is a profit of 7,000 naira, isn't it?
Yeah.
But supposing the sales for department N is 30,000 and cost of goods sold here is 33. Is it still a profit?
No.
It's a
That's a
loss.
lot.
So it is 33,000 you now bring down in both ways. So instead of having profit on the left-hand side, you now go and have loss for that particular department on the right-hand side here. I hope that is clear.
No, I don't get it.
Okay, let's complete this one. We have brought down the, after calculating, what do they call it? The sales and the cost of goods sold. Yes, we'll now determine our gross profit. Our gross profit will be the difference between sales and cost of goods sold, isn't it?
Yes.
So if we
Yes.
have, yes, so for department M, the sales is 60 minus 47 cost of goods sold. What do we get?
13,000.
13,000 profits. The sales for department N is 40,000 minus 33,000 of the cost of goods sold. You get
That's
profit of what?
7,000.
7,000. So if you add the two together, 13 plus 7, it gives 20. Abi?
20.
So
Yes.
just like 100 minus 80, just as 100 minus 80 will give us 20. But I'm calling our attention to this now, that you must not always make profits. It is possible one department might be making loss at certain time. If you make loss, you must not force them to make profit now, isn't it? Can you?
No.
You
No.
cannot. So I now cite example with department N. Department N sales is 40 and the cost of goods sold is 33. That's why they were able to make profit of 7,000.
Yes.
But supposing department N sales is 30,000, not 40 this time around, 30,000.
Okay.
And cost of goods sold is 33,000. Is it still a profit?
No.
It is
No.
not a profit.
No.
It is a loss. In this case, instead of having 7,000 profit
You
on
have
this
loss
side,
of 3,000.
you have loss of 3,000, which will not be here. It is 3,000. This 3,000, this 3,000, 33,000 here will now be brought down to this place, 40,000, where this 40,000 is.
When should it be brought down?
You said?
Why should it be brought down? Why not 3,000 and to be in a bracket?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Saying that is a loss.
Hello, sorry, sir.
No. Let me come again.
Okay.
We have 33 here.
Come again.
Okay.
This 40,000 here.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know when I can come in this aspect, please.
And can I do this explanation then?
Class,
Hello, yes?
just listen to him. He's trying to help you, trying to give you your gross profit, how to get it.
I say, supposing this 40,000, where do we get it from?
That's cost of sales for department N.
No, this 40,000 is what?
Our sales from department N.
That is our sales. Our sales.
Our sales. I now say if our sales happen to be 30,000, are we still going to bring the 30,000 here? No.
Hello, sir. Please adjust your screen. I'm only seeing one side.
Okay.
Thank
No,
you.
zoom out, zoom out. Please zoom out.
No, Zoom will even throw it out and leave me with only 3 columns.
Okay.
Mr. Aziz, please zoom out.
That's not helping matters. I said I've been doing that, my dear. Thank you, but fine.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
thank you. Yes.
and I said this 40,000 that we have for department N is our what?
Sales.
Is our sales. And I say supposing our sales for the period is 30,000 and not 40,000. What are we
Okay.
going to bring to this position where that 40 is? So this is the explanation. It is
Okay.
because when you are balancing accounts, it is the highest parts, highest total in the account that will always be brought to the totals, isn't it?
Oh, really?
First that, yes, no, the highest part, you know, when you prepare, you've been preparing your cash book now. Is the part that have the total, highest total that will bring down. So you now you determine your balance at the end of the day as balance brought forward, isn't it? Or balance
It's
carried
trying
down.
to say the credit side is higher than the debit side.
Yes. So it's because credit side here is higher than debit. That's why we brought the total of credit to debit now. Total of debit, credit, which is 40, we brought it here. But what if it happens that the total of debit here, which is 33, is higher than the sales amount, which we assume to be 30. You know, it is 33 that will now be brought
Okay,
to
I
this
get.
place. You get it?
Okay,
So
it
33 will now be brought down here. So the 3,000 balance will now become to the other side here, that sales side. It will now
Okay, in
represent
brackets.
your loss. It will
Will
become
it be
your
in
loss.
brackets?
It will not be bracket. It will be in your
Okay.
loss.
Okay.
It will be loss.
Okay, because
Is
it's
that
going
part
to be
clear?
at the credit side, it's not going to be in brackets.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that part clear?
Yes.
These are some of the jokers they can bring in exams or something to test our understanding of the concept.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Abdulaziz. So now, if the sales is 30,000, and if you
Yes.
subtract the sales from the closing stock, we're having a loss of 3,000. So if I
Yes.
take the 3,000 to the credit side, that means I will bring down that will make up the total now to be 33,000 at the credit side, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the
But
point.
at the debit side, does it mean that in that department end, what do I do?
It is the 33,000 that you are having there currently that you
Okay,
still
it will
bring down.
just be the 33,000. There will be no difference there.
Yes.
The difference will not be there. Okay,
Yes.
I get. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody was trying to say something earlier. Somebody was trying to say something. Should we proceed?
Sir. Thank you, sir. I can proceed.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Raphael.
Yeah.
So now, if after doing this, we have established our gross profit.
Okay.
We have established our gross profit. It means the profit from our ordinary course of business. We've already established that. So we'll now go to the determination of the net profit. That is by bringing
The
in our
expenses.
expenses.
Okay.
So the gross profit we have, which is 13,000 and 7,000 for department M and N respectively, will now be brought forward to the other part, other side. You know, it's a closing balance. It represents closing balance before.
Okay.
It should not come and become opening balance here.
And be brought down.
Yes, and be brought down. So we now have gross profit brought down, which is 13,000, 7,000, and 20,000, which is the total.
Okay.
So we'll now go back to our notes. Our workings. You remember the workings we just did.
Yes.
We'll now pick them one by one and insert them here. What do we have as working number one? It borders on what?
Commission.
Commission. So we now say commission. Commission for department M is what? 840.
840.
Good. 840. For department N is 560.
Yeah.
Total is 1,400. Note 2, that is working number 2, is what? Advertising.
Okay.
For department M is for 276.
276.
Department N
184.
184.
Total
Yeah.
460. So we also have working number 3, discount allowed.
Yeah.
Discount allowed. For department M 72.
72.
Department N 48.
48.
Total 120.
120.
So the next one, which is note 4, is what?
Cleaning. Cleaning.
Okay, we're not note 4. We'll bring the note 4 so that we'll not forget it. We have note 4, discount received. Remember?
Yes.
Discount
It's an
received
income. So
it's an income. Yes, it's an income.
Side.
So we'll now bring it to the credit side, which is under this gross profit, discount received. Discount received for this department M is what? 59. Department N 41. Total 100. So we now go to note 5. We'll go to note 5. Note 5 is what? Cleaning. Cleaning for the department M 16. Department N 24. Total 40. The next one is what? Note 6, electricity.
Electricity. 656.
656. 984, right?
984, yes.
So total 1640. Then we also have note number 7, internal telephone. Internal telephone, department M is 96. Department N is 144. Total 240.
240.
Then we have the next one is note number 8, insurance.
Insurance.
You can see that our notes is not really in line with what we're having in the textbook, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's because of the pattern, the manner we use to follow our own, for our own understanding, isn't it? So that we'll not miss anything.
Yeah.
Insurance for department M is 200. Department N is 300. Total 500. We also have general office salaries, which is note 9. Department M is what?
1,000.
1,000. So we'll come to the equal part, Abby. 1,000, 1,000
Yes.
for both.
2,000.
That's 2,000.
1,000, 1,000, making 2,000. Note 10, rate. Rate is what? 300, 300, making 600.
Yeah.
300, 300, making 600. We also have repairs, 240, 240. repairs,
That's 480.
240, 240, 480.
480.
So we also have lightning,
Lightning.
600, 600.
That's 120.
600, 600,
1,200.
1,200. So we also have sundry expenses, 70, 70.
Sundry.
Sundry
140.
expenses, 70, 70, 140. So we also have stationery,
150.
300.
That's 300.
300, making,
Okay, no, 150, 150.
okay,
150,
150.
150.
Yes.
Okay,
150.
150,
150.
making 300. Any other
Yeah.
one? Any other one?
That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
So now, what I normally do for these expenses, because I don't know whether any of them will be carrying a profit or loss, I'll just create one space and close it like this. At the bottom, Abby, at the bottom of expenses. And I also close that of the profit side too, so that we'll now get the totals. So, but from what I'm seeing here, it's like this one is a profit. I think we got the concept I was trying to explain the other time, that in case one department is making loss.
Yes.
So we should always put that into consideration. So we have for department N 13,059. That's the total. 13,059. Yes. Then the other one 7,041. Total 2,100.
2,100.
2,100.
515.
So the other side, what is the total we have?
4515.
Eh?
For department 9. For department M. Oh, sorry.
Department M is what?
Yes. For the expenses, you have a total of 4515.
4515.
Yes.
Good. If you now subtract it from total of the other side, 13,059, what do you get?
You have 8,543. Sorry, it's supposed to be 4514. So you have 8,543.
Yes, 8,540. That means we are correct. 8,543. So 13,059. So what about department N?
Okay, let me do it.
Sorry, please, how did you get the 4-5 something?
Total of expenses for department M.
Okay, thank you.
That's 4,604.
Is that what you got?
4,604.
Wọ́n ti jáde mà.
What do you get for department N?
$4,804.
So if you deduct it from 7,041.
7,041. You have 2,237.
Exactly, 2,237 as your net
That's
profit.
the profit, net profit.
Yes, so this represents our net profit. So this 7,041, then the summation of these two, 8,543 and 2,237 will give us 10,780. Is that correct?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said the summation of the total net profit, both net
Okay.
profit.
Okay. Okay, we'll give it 10,780.
That's from what you have there, 8543 and
Mhm.
2237.
Yes, it's correct. I've confirmed it.
Yes. So with this, we have come to the end of this solution.
Wow. Mr. Abdulaziz, thank you so much. You have
Okay.
made it look so simple. Initially, you're looking so cumbersome in my eyes, but
Thank
you've
you, girl.
made it so simple.
So now, before we round up this particular segment,
Okay.
I
Mm.
want to call our attention to this. Which page is that? Go to the same place, the one we just finished solving now.
Okay.
This part, go to this page where you have TMA, total marked assignment. The
Okay.
following balances have been extracted from the books of Ajaluleru Enterprise for the year ended 30th September 2009. Have you seen the question?
Yes.
Good. It's similar to the one we just solved.
But this one,
Okay.
you have to do balance sheet because I'm seeing capital, I'm seeing bank, I'm seeing debtors, creditors. You have to do it to final account.
So when they gave us additional information after the trial balance, isn't it?
Yes.
They gave us additional information. They gave us they said in the additional information number 1, the following amounts were owing as at 30th September. I'm sure they want to write 2009.
Okay.
So that the organization is owing this amount. The following amount were owing as at this dates. Wages. Do we have wages in the question before? Hello?
Mr. Abdulaziz.
Yes.
Yeah. Please, the question. For the previous question, the departmental account.
Yes.
Please, on the workings for insurance, for
Yes.
department M, we have 200, and for department N, we have 300.
Yes.
So how do we get a total of 4,824? Please, can we check it again, please?
No.
Sorry,
It's a summation of all the expenses that gave us that total that we are saying. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Please, can you check it? Can you go back to the solution, please?
We have, what do you have on your place? We have 560 from commission.
Yes.
184.
Okay.
48.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
984.
Yes.
144.
Yes.
300.
Yes.
1000.
Okay.
300.
Okay.
240.
Yes.
600.
Okay. 7.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Hello.
with you.
After 600, Abby. After 240, 600. Hello. After 240, 600. After
Yes.
600, 70.
Yes.
Then 150.
70.
Then 150.
Okay.
After
Okay.
150, that's all.
Okay. So what's your total?
What do you get?
That's 4,604.
4804.
It should be 4,604. Yes.
4804.
Is it 4,804 or 4,604?
4804.
Okay, sorry, please. I think the thing there is some people
4,604.
calculated the expenses from the material, and under the insurance in department N, it is 500 instead of 300. So that's where the mistake is. Whichever you total
Now,
you are
calculation
getting
is
is
300.
correct. It is correct, just that there's a mistake in the material, and that was what I used. I think some other people also used it. But if you are using 300,
So which
you
one
will
is
not get
correct? Which one
the
is
same.
correct now?
The one you are doing is the one that is
Which one
correct
is
because there's a
correct?
mistake in the material. The one you did is correct because there's a mistake in the material. Yeah.
Which one is that? Which one is that? Let's
Yes,
get
because
it.
we're having
Under
500.
insurance for department
Yes.
N, it's supposed to be 300 and it is 500 in the material.
Okay, in the material is 500.
Yes.
Insurance.
If you have 500 in you're supposed to get the same answer with them.
So
Because
I
having 300
think
as our own price for N.
Okay. No, insurance is
it's
no
supposed to be
insurance is
200
500
and
now.
300. Yes, total of 500, right? We took
Yes.
2% for the department M, then 3% for department N. That made it 200, 300. Then the
300.
total should be 500.
Okay, I get.
But because of the mistake in the material, the total in the table is now 700. Department N is now 500.
Okay, on the table, on the table, the solution of the table, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, no, me, I'm not using the table.
So that's a minor issue. So please let's move forward.
So what we have done is the correct one. No?
Yes, actually.
Okay, Mr. Abdulaziz, sorry. When you're writing the exam, as you're writing the expenses and they are indicating like commission, they'll put workings 1, working 2. Are we meant to state all that in our answer sheet?
I don't
Yes,
think
you
it
can.
is necessary because
It's
you
not
might not be
necessary.
having enough space in order not to roughen your work. I don't think it is necessary.
Yes. Then another thing I'm asking, that answer sheet is not that wide enough. Are we not going to do it
That's
like
why
in
you
a
should not even
landscape?
start because it will not contain it. You'll be trying to squeeze in that, and it does not make sense because your work will be complicated, it will be congested rather. So I
Yes,
just
but even
advise
at that, this table will not be able to contain the space of that answer sheet. Are we doing it in a landscape or we're not going to do it in one, like 2 pages in one? I'm just trying to use my head to process how to be able to do that.
by doing it and
As doing it, me, I didn't use it, and I was able to
Eh?
do it.
I really don't know actually.
Well, if I want to approach this, if me, I want to approach this, I will just allocate, I'll first divide, I will be using ruler to be calculating. I'll just do that quickly. Then I will ensure that I give the figures a reasonable space. Even if where I will write the items, maybe insurance, electricity or something. Rukayat is raising her hand. Can you say, you can unmute yourself and talk, please.
When you are doing accounting, you have to show the workings. That you are saying is not necessary. It's very, very necessary. So how will you tell them you arrived at the figure you are posting in your?
No, that's not what I'm saying. The workings is already in the book or in our answer paper. She's just asking if we should indicate the way they are indicating here.
Working one,
Workings
working two,
1,
working
working 2, and all that.
Show it.
That's what she was asking. I just think you should follow the way you wrote them out in your books, in your answer sheets.
Ibrahim, can you say something? Ibrahim Hussein, you're raising your hand.
Hello, good day, everybody. This issue of walk-ins, I think it's not necessary, but if you do it, it will going to attract more marks to you, but it's not necessary because I don't think most of us have that time. But if you can do it perfectly is going to attract more points, but I don't think it's necessary. And the issue of the landscape of the answer sheet, well, even if we can do it in this exercise book, I think it depends on how you do your handwriting. If you have a very big, bold handwriting, so you have to minimize everything. So I think their answer sheet will also contain how everything inside there. So that's it. But the working is very good, or if you have the time. But if you don't have the time, there's not need for that. It's only attract more marks. That's it.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Thank you. So
Can we proceed?
yes. Like like I said, we're looking at this question on tutor mark assignments.
Okay.
It's similar to what we just finished solving now. But the only difference between this and the one we have solved is this. There are some, apart from the figures, the one we solved, they gave us all the figures direct, isn't it? But this one, they want us to work some of the figures we are going to use in the account ourselves. Example is under this additional information, number 1, they say wages. The following amount were owing as at 30th September 2009. So they now say wages, hardware 250, electrical 170. Is that clear?
Yeah, proceed. So this way, this hardware and electrical is going to stand in between like department M and department N, right?
Yes, you know, in this question, they did not use M and N. They use hardware and electrical.
Okay.
But
there is a date there. Does it mean that? Okay, go ahead.
And that date is the last date. The date you are preparing the account. That 99 is a mistake. It's supposed to be 2009.
Okay.
So then I'm seeing another thing. Electricity 20. So that electricity, they did not indicate.
Hello. Sorry,
Hello,
please hold on. Okay, in this situation now, are we going to say the total of age over the total of profits times 250? Is that what we are going to get?
No.
Okay, what are we doing here?
They are telling us that there is an amount owing. The following amount we are owing as at 30th September. It means this amount were not, what do they call it? Were not reflected in the expenses that were disclosed in that trial balance.
Okay.
So are you now saying we are not going to work it? We'll just post it, or we are going to also work it just the way we did our normal workings?
No. This number, this is what it means straight away. This is what it means. It means they are telling you that there is an additional information, wages that is meant for this year. You are preparing the accounts of 250 for hardware. They are giving you direct.
Okay.
But it was not included from the previous information given to you. So it means you are going to include it now.
Okay.
They also say they give you the hardware and the electrical separate. You see, they have solved the problem for you.
Okay, that means we are going to add the amount given on the additional information, like in wages for hardware to the 250, we'll add it to the one given in the trial balance to be able to get the right figure.
You got it. That is all it. Then they also go, if you go down the next line, you see electricity 20. Have you
Okay.
seen it?
Oh,
Yes.
please hold on. Oh, I don't understand this thing. This particular one, this owings. There's no owings on the trial balance at all. So are we
Owings
going
is the
to
same thing
add
as
it?
expenses.
What did you
This,
say?
this is what it
Owings is the
is.
same thing as expenses.
It's an expenses incurred during the year, but you are yet to pay.
Is accrual now.
Accrual, yes, accrued.
So we
It
are
means
just
you have
going
to
to add it
recognize it
to,
as your expenses for the expenses you
okay.
have on wages for the year. Is that
So
clear?
we are not
Okay.
going to work it out. We are just going to post it.
We are just going to add it to the one
Okay.
in the trial
You're going
balance.
to add it to what we have earlier, salaries and wages.
That is it. What are we adding it to? Are we
Which
adding
of
it
the
to
expenses? Because we
canteen
have administrative
expense?
salaries and wages.
No, you don't need to. You just say wages.
Let's allow the facilitator explain to her so that we'll have a lesser noise
Okay, are you
class.
listening?
Mm.
Good. We have salaries and wages, isn't
Okay.
it? So we're now told that there is wages. This time around is not salaries and wages. Okay, no, we have salaries and wages. And at the bottom, we also have administrative salaries and wages. Have you seen that one?
Salaries and
Yeah.
wages are the same. I think it's just the salary Nigeria we use it. Wages is foreign people that use it. They use all those healthy Rwanda scheme. They pay per hour, so that's just wages.
In some instances, there are some wages that are directly related to the business of the organization. So those wages are treated under direct expenses. And direct expenses is where you have your opening stock, add purchase, less closing stock. That is where you add those wages. It's part of your cost of sales.
Of course.
Is that clear?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
one is going to stand on its own, separate inside your cost of sales. So we now have electricity 20. You see, the electricity they gave us in the question is 880. Have we seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll now add 20 to 880. It makes it 900, right?
Yeah.
When calculating electricity for the two departments, instead of using 880, instead of using the ratio of hardware on 880, we're going to use it on 900. Is that understood?
Okay.
Yes. So they also say the general administrative salaries and rent and rate included prepayments 33 and 80 respectively.
Okay.
Administrative salaries and wages is how much in the question? 2073.
2073.
So they are now telling us that out of this 2073, there is a prepayment inside that amount to 33.
Okay.
Are you there?
And 80 respectively, okay?
So let's treat them separately. There is administrative salaries, there is rent and rate.
Okay.
Administrative salaries is 33, rent and rate is 80. Are you there?
Yes.
So they are not telling us of administrative salaries of 2073. There is 33 inside that does not belong to that year.
Okay.
So before we calculate, we have to remove it. It
Okay.
will now be 2073 minus 33. It will give us what? One something something. No, 240.
240.
2040. That's what this one means. The same thing with rent and rate. Our rent and rate is it what is rent and rate there?
1580.
1580. So they are now telling us there is 80 that is inside that does not belong to that year. So we have to
Okay.
remove that 80.
That's 1.5.
Okay.
So I think those are the jokers there. So
okay. Then this stock too. This stock as at 30th 9, 1999, does it mean that that's going to serve as a closing stock?
yes. That's the closing stock.
Okay.
That's the closing stock. So you can just deliberate the remaining other things now.
Sorry, Mr.
Hold on, no,
Abdulaziz.
don't go.
Please
I want
just
to,
hold on.
I want to pray. I'll come back. Now.
Oh, okay.
You can just continue your deliberation.
Okay.
I'll
Please,
send it back.
can someone explain this wages again? This OAs.
Josephine is raising hand. Maybe she has answer to that.
No, at least I did not join. I did not start with TV Pool. I just joined. It's not quite long. You know our.
Okay. The Owens you are saying, where do you get confused? Is it the word Owens or?
No, so what I need to know is that when you're doing the calculation, are you saying I'm going to include it to the trial balance just as we have banks, rent and rate, or I'm going to deduct it from a particular?
Yes,
what am
they
I going
said
to do?
in the trial balance, there is, you see where they put salaries and wages for hardware and for electrical. So for hardware, you have 20,560. And in the additional information, they put wages, hardware, 250, which is owing.
Okay.
Do you understand? We are
Yeah.
owing that 250 before that one that is in that trial balance. It means you're going to add the 250 plus the 20,560 to be able to get your figure for hardware. So you do the same thing to
Same thing for
electrical.
electrical.
Exactly.
Then what about electricity? 20. Will I do the same thing?
Yes, you add 20 to the electricity. The figure you have in the trial balance is 2,136. Then you add the 20 to it. So that will be the figure you will post while doing your profit and loss accounts.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Please, I just joined not quite long. Please, I want to confirm this our working, since our facilitator said everything should be, we should not use a T format. Are we going to use a T format for this or still the vertical format?
I think one of the things that we need to know in this kind of format is just to know the exact format given to us. Like this one, it was a vertical format, not like that T format aspect. And it's better for us, even all this question we are asking.
Is the T format. The material
like
is the T format.
Yes, if you check, it's the T format. But knowing them matters too. Even all these questions we are asking, if you have studied our format, you will know this basis of apportioning them. So it's always the best for us to also know the way it's been arranged in the format, so it will help us a lot.
Well, me, I will advise that you stick to what you know. For those that can do T format, do it. For those that can do the other one, that you can do it perfectly well, just do it. So that's just it. To avoid starting afresh again, learning how to do the other formats.
There's no time for us to be learning any new format again. Any format you know, please use it. that is just it. Just stick to what you know. There's no time for that.
Okay. Thank you.
There is one of us that was saying, yes, in this one we have, we're going to prepare balance sheets. Can you hear me?
Yes. In this kind of question, as far as the capital is concerned, the bank and the rent aspect and the rate, there's what they call our financial position. That's what we're preparing after the normal profit and loss account. So that is the attachment with this kind of accounting.
Okay. I want you to help me look at the additional information number 5. Are you there?
Sorry, we all went to pray. I'm here. Abdulaziz has not come back. He's the one in charge to slide it up a little bit.
Okay, we
He's
should wait for.
coming.
I was thinking maybe somebody else can answer me while we're waiting for him.
No, he's the only one that can move the question.
The one that can move the slide now.
I think we all have the soft copies
Yes.
or hard copies.
Okay, I
Yes,
was
yes,
thinking you
it
can
is.
look at it in your, maybe you're looking at it in your own phone or something. No.
No, except you open the format on your phone.
Okay, but let me read the question for you. Can I read
Okay.
it?
Yes,
It
please.
says, managers of both departments are to be paid a commission of 5% of the net profits prior to the commission payments of the respective departments. These aspects of the expense, is it going to go to the balance sheet?
No, it will only pass through trading profit. You said net profit. They said 5% of your net profit. So whatever you do when you are doing the profit and loss, after getting your gross profit, after putting the expenses, then you now get your net profit. Once you get your net profit, the question says 5%. You now charge 5% on it.
Okay, that means you put
get,
managers and 5% of the net profits will be included in for managers commission.
Exactly. You charge 5% from it, you now deduct it from the net profit.
Is it going to be at the credit side or at the debit side?
Net profit is always on the debit side.
Yes. Okay, so I mean the manager's commission.
It's not
Will it still
net
be?
loss.
What?
You know, it's either net profit or net loss.
Net loss, yes.
Exactly.
So since I've arrived at profit, what I'm asking
I'm trying to answer you. See, once any organization get a positive net profit, which means it's performing well and is making sales.
Okay, so the manager has a commission of 5% out of the net profits.
Exactly. That 5% is just the manager's what will I call
commission.
it? Commission, exactly.
For making profits.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you know it will reflect in your balance sheet, right?
Okay, that was what I was asking. That means this 5% will not be in that trial balance. It will be taken to the balance sheet, right?
Yes, under current liabilities.
That's what I wanted, because I know there is no space for that in that profit and loss account for manager's commission.
Exactly, but you know why it took you back, so that you can understand the process.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Then I want to read another question again for you. I have a depreciation is to be provided on shop fittings and equipment as 10% of the written down value.
You see, depreciation, there are different ways of treating depreciation. There is straight line method, where the depreciation is fixed and is being deducted every year.
Okay.
But this peculiar one, read the question again.
It said depreciation is to be provided on shop fittings and equipment as 10% of the written down value.
You see, written down value, you charge, how will I put it? You see, you charge the 10% on the equipment. There is, in accounting, when you buy an equipment, let's say, for example, if you buy generator, it's plant and we can call it machinery. Let me just put it an example. Machinery, a company bought machinery of 2 million. There is usage, it will be depreciated.
Yes.
So that 2 million is the written down value, because that's the actual price that you brought it. So when you charge the depreciation of every year, you now be deducting it from the written down value, which is from the capital that you brought the equipment. Did you
Okay.
get it?
Okay, that means if this, but this 10% will also be charged on the amount of equipment given in the trial balance, right? Then I will deduct it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay,
The
sorry. Let me
prestige
take it
must
back
be
again.
there if you are treating profit or loss.
Yeah. Okay,
Then
sorry.
if
That
you now go
means
to fixed asset under your financial position, you now still deduct
that depreciation.
exactly as your written down value.
Okay, but on the trial balance, the value of that equipment, I will deduct depreciation. That will be the figure I will post at the profit and loss account.
You know, they'll give you a certain percentage for the depreciation.
That's 10%, yes.
Yes, so you charge the 10%, whatever from the real price from the given to you in the trial balance. You now charge 10% of it. Whatever you
Okay.
get, that's the depreciation of the fixed assets.
Depreciation value, but
under exactly under expenses.
Okay.
Then when you go to balance sheets, then you now deduct it from the fixed price minus the depreciation, the difference, you now write it down.
Okay, it's only in the balance sheet that I will deduct, I will do this calculation, but in the trial balance, I'll write the
You
figure
only
of
charge
equipment
exactly
and put
the percentage.
depreciation as well. Okay.
Exactly. When you go to balance sheet, then you now remove the actual from the
10%.
depreciation. Exactly.
Okay.
Whatever
Thank
you
you
write
so much.
down, you're welcome. Whatever you write down under expenses, for instance, 10% of 10,000, let's say 1,000. If you go to balance
Yeah.
sheet, you now say 10,000 minus 9,000, 1,000, it will give you
1,000,
9,000.
that's 9,000.
9,000,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Expenses and personnel.
Is this the only topic we have treated? Departmental accounts.
Yes, for now, yes.
When are we going to treat other topics?
We
Don't
will now.
worry,
It's just
you
2
will.
hours that we have. We just started today.
Oh, sorry, sir. Can we use to
And I believe the exam is on Thursday. I'll be Wednesday.
It's
On
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Wednesday is production management. Thursday is accounting, I think, right? This
Yes.
particular one. Then the last one is management accounting on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Someone is raising a hand. I think you can talk. Dimma.
Hello, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
I just joined you, please. I was hearing where people are talking about 250. But I've looked at these numbers on the screen. I didn't see 250. Please, can someone help me go back and maybe please teach me before the person comes back? Please, I'm pleading, please.
Okay, the 250 is on salaries and wages. Can you see salaries and wages?
Under additional information.
No, first of all, go to the trial balance. Can you see salaries and wages?
Administrative salaries and wages.
No, not the administrative. There is salaries and wages where you have hardware and electrical. Can you see that?
What I'm seeing here.
One she missed.
What I'm
If you can
seeing
see,
here, what I'm
if you
seeing here,
can see,
salaries and wages,
yeah,
2560. Hardware,
yes,
2560.
okay, and the
Electrical,
electrical is 15,450,
440.
440, yes.
Mm.
So go to additional information. Can you see where they wrote additional information?
Yes.
You know, they wrote the following amounts were owing as at 30th of September 1999. Can you see that?
Yes, yes.
Then you see wages, hardware 250. Can you see it?
Yes.
And electrical 170.
Yes.
Okay, what it means that the one you can see at the trial balance, you have a figure for hardware, which is 20,560. Before that, the company were owing wages, hardware 250. So this 250 has to be subtracted from that 20,560. The figure you get is the amount you're going to post in your profit and loss account.
You are going to add it, you are not subtracting.
We are adding no.
Okay, sorry, you're adding it. Sorry, you're adding. Oh, yes, you're adding. Sorry. Payment is subtract. Do you understand?
Okay.
So you do the same thing to electricals where you add the 170 to what you have, 15,440. That will give you the figure you post. Is that clear? Hello, ma'am. Do you understand?
She's trying to figure it out herself. Hello, good evening, everyone, please. Hello,
Sorry,
can anyone hear?
Yes, I
Good
can hear
evening.
you.
Welcome.
Yes, please, I want to us to just talk on basically how we can meet again, because we cannot know it now. Some days to this time by next week Thursday. Okay, this week Thursday we are having an exam. Can we know when we are meeting again pertaining to this
Tomorrow, I'm sure. Tomorrow.
Yes.
And we still need to meet almost like 4 times or 5 times for us to deal with most of those workings.
Our problem is the platform we can use. This Zoom platform, Mr. Yaya is also using it for his own. They want to use it for management accounting. So we will discuss with him. He will tell us the time he's using it, the revision. Then we'll be able to create time. That's the only thing.
There will be production after this class.
Okay,
I
sorry.
think.
And they are doing production management. So Mr. Yaya is using it.
I think
They're
it's by
borrowing the
8
platform from
o'clock.
him.
No, we'll just meet tomorrow. We'll just clarify. Since tomorrow is a public
We
holiday,
need to
I think
ascertain our meetings as far as accounting students concerned. We need to ascertain that.
We can I want to suggest if we can
What are you saying, ma'am?
like in the morning, because tomorrow is business time.
Yes, please, tomorrow in the morning.
Tomorrow is public holidays.
From
Sorry,
9
ma, we
a.m.
are not hearing you, ma. We are not hearing you, ma.
Okay, please, tomorrow
so-
around 8 a.m. we should be able to meet now.
8 a.m. may not be convenient for everybody.
We cannot decide on now. As in, we have to discuss Malaya to decide the time. Then we'll now fix it on the group chat.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
but please, you people should please fix it in the morning before 10, please.
Yes, I'm predicting that Mr. Yaya's class will always hold at night. Do you understand? From probably 8 onwards. And
All we
also,
can do is we can do it immediately after Mr. Yahya is done with
Or
his
before. We
class.
can do 2 hours before Yaya's
when
class.
the class starts by probably and it's ending around 10 or 11. So it's fair. Not really
What I can suggest, since Mr. Yaya's class, I think it's 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. The same thing we are doing now, 5 to 7. We can still do that 5 to 7 before Mr. Yaya's class. Because in the morning may not be convenient for everybody, because this revision is everybody. I'm really benefiting from it. So I wouldn't want to miss anyone at all.
I think
No,
I go
you
with you.
won't.
Yeah, I go with you. Oh, please, can we get from Mr. Abdulaziz? Like, we don't even have his number to call him. What is happening?
No, he's coming by. He's praying. He says he's praying. Once he's done, he will come back.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
It's coming.
Hello,
I think we
please,
can shed
sorry.
more light on this owing and prepayment. Let's not waste the whole time. I think owing is just is a money that you owe to someone, or you are owing, or is a money you are expected to be paid. And prepayment is just payment in advance. And do you know why you were adding all those salaries, adding those what will I say? The wages 250, the 170. You are adding and subtracting.
Yeah.
You know there is owing at the beginning, you add. Owing at the
Yes.
end, you less.
Yes. Okay, no, I didn't get that. You say owing at the beginning, you do what?
You do add, I think, yeah. Owing at the end, you less.
Really?
Yeah, really.
So please, can you explain better? What do you mean by owing at the end?
Look at the dates. You know, in the trial balance is always in the beginning of the year. The one in the additional information is the one
Yes.
closing, exactly.
But there is no owing in the I don't get what you're saying.
You get that?
Please explain
No,
better,
the
beg.
owing
No
here is
problem.
accrual.
You see, they said the
Yes.
exactly accrual basis. It's true.
Yes,
Yes.
it's
That says
accrual. It's
everything.
purchase that is not
Exactly.
paid. But the prepayment
Exactly.
is money paid
That is
by the
what I was
debtors.
trying to say. You
You
know,
have said prepayment, as you're saying owing at the beginning, and that's where you're
no,
confusing me
I
from.
said prepayments are payments in advance.
As you know, you
You
were
understand?
saying owing
You
at the
decided
beginning
to
and
pay
owing at
someone
the.
the money, but you have not enjoyed the goods or the services rendered.
Mhm.
It's
Yes. So
prepayment.
using the word
I was
prepayment
just
and owing
trying to
is better
highlight
for
the
me.
two so that we can easily understand.
Don't confuse me. When I heard owing at the beginning and owing at
No,
the end,
but you
that
are
my
an
head now
accounting
got
student.
confused.
There are some terminologies that you should be used to,
I
just
do.
like
Can't sit. No. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, welcome back, sir.
Sorry, I have to break. That's why I was looking at this time before.
Mr. Abdulaziz, you are busy praying. Don't worry, you pass the accounting. Don't worry. As well.
So where are we? So what have we concluded on?
I'm sick.
Hello.
Oh. We can hear you,
So I
sir.
think we've been able to explain this particular question we have been treating, Abi.
No.
Eh?
I didn't show that.
Yes.
Hello?
I'm here.
Sorry, what did you say?
I think we've been able to understand, to digest this question now.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least we're able to see the difference between this and the previous one we did. The difference is in additional information.
Sorry. Yes, please, can you go to number 6 of that additional information for us?
Okay, number 6. What is the number 6?
Yes.
The expenses are apportioned using the following basis.
Okay.
Sales, advertising, discount allowed, assessment commission. That one is clear.
Can you be
So,
sharing the screen, please? Sorry. Please
hello?
help us share the screen. Some of us doesn't have the documents.
That's it.
Thank you.
Number 6. So they said, so now for expenses that has to do with advertising, discount allowed, and assessment commission. I think we have all of them in the expenses. We have 3 of them now.
Go ahead.
So in the apportionment of these 3 expenses, we're going to use sales as the basis. So for hardware sales is 59,000. While electrical electrical sales is 29,500. If you add the two together, what do you get? I think it should be around 60 plus 30 plus 29, 89, 88,500, right?
It's 8,500, yes.
88,500. So if you want to determine the advertising for hardware, it's going to be 59,000 over 88,500 times, what is the value for advertising? Advertising is 615.
115 naira.
Yes. So that is how we determine the advertising for hardware.
Okay.
The same thing is applicable to electrical. It's 29,500 over 88,500 times 615.
Okay.
Yeah. So any question that have all these
Which one is
So so
the second one, the one that down is say
the corner we need to resolve
the
the issues around it
electricity
first.
rent and rates. What the area? Which area?
So they say area.
Uh-huh.
Area is going to be used as a basis for apportionment of electricity, rent, and rate. So what is the area there? If you go to the bottom, you will see floor area.
Where? I'm not
Floor
seeing
area,
it.
the same under note
Before
6.
required.
Before you are required. You see floor area, square meters. Have you seen that?
Okay. 4,000.
4,000 and 2,000, making 6,000. So for hardware, it's going to be 4,000 over 6,000
6,000
what
times
you
electricity
have
figure.
in the electricity. Exactly. The same thing for rent and rate. The same thing for insurance.
Okay. This number of workers.
Number of workers is going to be used as a basis for canteen charges, general administrative salaries.
Okay.
And they've already given us the number of workers to be 9 and 6.
9 and 6. Okay.
That's 15. So it's going to be 9 over 15 times what they have in the
Canteen charges.
Canteen charges.
Canteen charges and general
I think canteen
expenses.
charges is 875.
And general administrative.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, and you
But
said
before
something
we do-
about, sorry, you
This-
said something about these administrative salaries and wages that is still going to
Yes.
stand on its own in the profit and loss accounts outside the one we have salaries and wages that have hardware and electrical. So that one is going to be different. Why these administrative salaries and wages will be treated differently too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But before we apportion that administrative salaries and wages on the
Okay.
basis of that number of workers, we will first do this adjustment first. That adjustment on note 2.
Okay. That prepayment.
Yes, prepayment.
Okay.
And we say
That means-
prepayment is payment in advance.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are paid for what we have not
073
enjoyed. So we'll
plus-
deduct
okay,
it.
minus 8 from minus
No.
33.
Okay.
2040. Okay, that means the administrative will be 2040 after
Yes.
deducting the prepayment.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So it will just be 9 over 15 times 2040.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Abdulaziz, please can we get the calculation for this, the solution, so we can cross-check with what we have? Do you have it?
Okay, no, I've not solved it. Even the other one, I'm just solving it as we're doing it. I only went through it.
Okay, please, once you solve it, you can as well post it on the group chat so we can cross-check to know if we are good at the calculation.
Okay.
Help us do see the balance sheet. Do with the balance sheet too, so that we
Okay,
can.
this one, they say we should prepare balance sheet, Abi.
He didn't
Yes.
say, but
You are required to
it's because there is
prepare
capital.
departmental you are required to prepare
Abdulaziz, you
departmental
have to
statement of
create
profit and
a
loss account.
balance sheet because there is creditors, there is debtors, there is bank, there is capital.
But we're
There
not
is so-
we're not required to prepare it.
I think we should ignore those parts.
No,
Since
no,
we are
no.
not
No, you
required to
We
can't,
will
but
only respond to what they ask us.
Yes, since they did not state it here.
Yes,
it's true, it's not indicated actually.
it's not indicated. Yes.
Okay, so now that it didn't indicated all those capital, debtors, and creditors,
If
what do
you
you do with
ignore
it?
it,
You
if
don't
you
Eh?
can do
ignore
it,
it.
fine.
Ignore
But
it.
if you
Okay.
You know why you are seeing all those capital, debtor, everything there?
inflation and all these things.
Mm.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know why you are seeing everything there? It's
No.
because they are giving you trial balance.
Okay. Okay.
And the trial balance is all inclusive. Everything is usually in the trial balance.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Abdulaziz.
Yes, please.
Hello, sir. Please, I want
Yes.
to ask you something about this basis of apportionment. Just a clarity. When we talk about the floor area, so we need to add both the hardware and the software, like for this aspect of advertisement, that is 615. So we say 4,000 over 6,000 times 615.
Exactly.
Likewise for the number of workers too.
Yes, the same thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Abdulaziz.
Yes, please.
Since you say we are not going to do the balance sheet, and in the additional information number 5, he said managers of both departments are to be paid a commission of 5% of the net profits prior to the
Good.
commission payments of the
Good.
respective departments.
That's
Good.
from the
So,
This is a very important question. So, we know the meaning of this statement, Ba? You know,
yes.
the other time, after we've already apportioned all the expenses and we arrive at our net profits.
Yes.
And after arriving our net profit, that was the end now, Shay?
Yes.
So this time around, before we arrive at the net profits, when we calculate our net profits, you know, the other time we created a space for net profits. You remember?
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
I say it is advisable you create one role for your net profit, so that by the time you calculate it, you now fix it there. So this time around, because of this information, you create two. You create two roles. So you calculate your net profit. You write them aside. You will not write it in your booklet yet.
Okay. You
You
now
write
do
it somewhere.
5% of it.
You now calculate 5% of that net profit of each department.
Okay.
You now calculate 5% of each department. You now put it, you create another expenditure head, which will reach 5% commission for managers. Abi?
Okay. Yes.
So you now put the calculated 5% there in those two places for the two departments. So after you now enter that, you know, the net profit has further reduced.
Yes.
So you now remove the amount of 5% that you've calculated
from that
the
net profit.
It is the remaining balance that you now put there as your net profit now.
Okay, that means that commission will come first before the net profit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for this class.
No problem.
Hello, Mr. Abdulaziz.
Yes,
Hello,
please.
sir. Please, what you just explained now, I don't really understand it too.
This is what I'm saying. You know, ordinarily, without this statement, we'll have calculated all our expenses, and then you will now determine our net profit for the period.
Yes.
So, but this time around, when you calculate the net profit, you will not write it yet in your statement of profit or loss. You will not write it there. You calculate it and write it aside somewhere in your rough book or anywhere. So you now calculate 5% of that amount.
I saw you one close before, and I'm seeing this one again. What's going on? Sorry.
So you get it. After you've calculated that 5%, you now enter the 5% to be part of your expenses for the period for the two departments. It is the remaining balance. Yes.
Bring it in as your expenses for that period.
Exactly.
Okay.
It is the remaining balance that will now be reported as your net profit.
Net profit. You now had it as the net profit. That means to be living like two lines.
Yes. One will be for commission, one will be for net profit.
Net profit. So we'll still come back to the aggregate amount.
Exactly. It will still be the same amount you have in aggregate.
Okay. All right.
Dima is raising her hand.
Okay. Good evening, Mr.
Dima.
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, please.
Okay, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
I didn't start with you people on time. So all these things, I'm just like, I'm lost with all these things. I'm just like, in fact, I don't know what people are saying. Please, can you be able to help
It's
me?
because of this. Because of this, some people have suggested that the class should be recorded. So this class is being recorded, and then we're going to post our solution on our platform too.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.
I think we'll be...
Mr. Abdulaziz, God will bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. When I saw this departmental question in the past question, I first of all, I was rejecting. I was like, wow, where am I going to start from? But you have made it look so simple. I was like, can you imagine? It was so simple like this. No, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No one.
So we are talking, tomorrow is public holidays, and we are talking about on the next class. And we know that Yaya is going to use this Zoom for tomorrow's revision. Is it convenient for you for maybe, I don't know, for everybody, we'll talk about the time, maybe 5 to 7 again before Yaya's time, or 4 to 6. I don't know the time, but let's discuss on the time when to do it tomorrow.
I will get back to him on the time. Let's just conclude here.
Hello, Aziz.
Yes, Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes, my suggestion is that because I know a higher platform, maybe sooner or later it will be clashing with our own classes. Why can't we subscribe our own personally so that we'll be having our class for whatever we want to? It's not a suggestion.
So is the person that will come and do the subscription?
Yes. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Let's just subscribe for our own personal use.
Okay, no problem.
Yes. I think you people look into it. Then we'll just, because like now, very soon, the higher class will soon start. And we have
starting any moment from now.
And we have more to cover. We have more. There are some more topics, and there is a probability. There's a probability question may come out of that topics.
Yes,
yeah, you have a point. That's true.
Yes, so we don't mind paying, the subscription. I don't know how much it costs.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let's just subscribe, but let's see, because we have it's only for this course, because that one we are doing with Yahya. Maybe subsequently, maybe after this semester, then we'll look into it. Then we'll see the courses that we are having together. We don't have problem with it. Then the course that we know is purely for accounting. Then we'll subscribe for that one for the whole month. I don't think there's going to be any problem with that.
Okay, we'll look into that.
Yes, we have to.
Please, we would like you to do that today and give us feedback because what they are doing tomorrow, I think, is production management, and this financial account is more important to us. You get so we'll continue with our.
All the topics are important.
No
So there's
problem.
no
We'll
one
see
that is not important.
participate in the
point.
we'll see
That's the point.
participate in the meeting today. No problem.
I think
We'll see
Aziz will.
participate
I
in
think.
the
I
production
think.
management today.
I think Mr. Aziz, maybe you can liaise with their hire now. Then we know how we can subscribe for our own. You understand? Thing.
All right, no problem. I'll chat you up. I don't have your number.
No, he did me personally now.
Hello.
Hello, Aziz. I can hear you. Go on.
I don't need your number on WhatsApp so that I will chat you up.
Okay, I will send you. I will send you my number.
All right, no problem. You have
Yeah,
my
well-
number, right?
No, I don't have it, but I'll get your number.
It's okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Mr. Abdulaziz, which center are you?
I'm in Jos, the capital.
Hey,
city of Plateau
just
State.
okay, I thought you are in Lagos.
No, I'm not in Lagos.
Sit down with Mr.
Okay.
Abdulaziz, Abi. I make you
I thought if he's in Lagos, I will go and follow him. Oh, I say,
follow. Now follower.
I will carry that man. I will come and the cash flow statement. I'll come and meet him personally. Please come and teach me. Oh. Okay.
No problem.
Mr. Abdulaziz, please let's follow up on the subscription, please, because we have a lot to cover up and the exam is on Thursday. You know.
Yeah, Mr. Folabi Deborah. Mr. Folabi Deborah. Hello.
You can come and try and solve this one. Okay.
Hello.
So can we end this
Can you
class
hear me?
now?
Please,
Since we
Mr.
are done for
Abdulaziz.
today.
Yes,
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello?
So we agreed of meeting tomorrow by 5 p.m., right?
Yes, that's what.
Let's meet
Okay.
in the morning now.
Are we concluded?
No, in the evening is better. Morning cannot be
Let's
convenient
go
for
with the evening.
everybody.
I will go to work tomorrow.
5 to 7.
Mr. Abdulaziz,
Yes, please.
please, and what I'm asking is, for some of us, we are offering production management. And also,
Some of us are offering it now. Me too.
All of us are offering it.
but somebody was saying
Accounting
that
and
for the class not to clash. So I don't get it.
No, it's for
We are
the
looking
ACC
at
aspect. It's for the ACC
the,
aspect so
the
that it don't
calculation
crash.
is a very technical. You know, when you're reading theory, it's something you can do on self and you understand. Unlike calculation, you need somebody to put you through on something. That's what we're just saying. We're not saying it's not important. All of us are offering production management.
Production management will even be starting any moment from now, and we'll all join too. We'll see join
Yes.
too because we are offering it, all of us.
Yes.
No problem. No
Let's
problem.
just go. Let's rest. Let's go for breakout for just 10 minutes for us to jump back.
Yes,
Thank you
so
so
it's
very
true.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
It's
so
very
Mr.
Because I was
important.
thinking we
Abdulaziz,
should
thank you,
start
sis, for
earlier.
you. Thank you so
So
much.
see everybody by 8.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you so much.
Abdulaziz, please give
Good,
us
good.
your number, please. Please help us give us your number so that we can chat you privately.
Just make use of the ACC account platform, please, so that you can just drop his number there. I think it's more easy like that.
Okay, I'm even okay. 3, 5,
Just
7,
drop
5,
it there. Don't
3,
drop it on
4.
this link. Just drop it on the main group, the WhatsApp group.
No,
Okay,
the
I've dropped
revision
it here.
class. So we want to restrict what we are posting on that, the one that has lecturers. The revision class, please.
I've even posted it here already.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm.
God bless you, Jerry. God bless
Okay,
you.
no problem. Voilà.
Your prayer no go be in vain. You
Amen. No.
My network has been giving me some kind of here. So,
All right. Thank you, everyone. See you by
Thank you.
8.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's end the class.